Welcome to Titan HST's Business Continuity Today, hosted by Todd DeVoe, where planning meets reality.
Interrupting your regularly scheduled programming to bring you Daniel Scott. Your current host, Todd DeVoe, is out sick today. I know your thoughts and prayers are with him. He asked me to step in last minute, but hey, that's continuity right there. So welcome to Business Continuity Today. And so today, ultimately, Todd gave me some notes, and I'm just going to throw those away and do whatever I want at this point because I'm filling in for him. Just kidding. He wants me to talk to you today about anti-fragility. And he wants to me to reiterate his message of that most organizations are looking to build an enduring entity. And leveraging aspects of business continuity and business resilience and the principles enables organizations to kind of mitigate the risk more effectively and allow continuous operations. So in becoming anti-fragile, and I have a great little analogy I want to run down with you, a little entertaining as well, I think, something that I've thought a lot about, because when it comes to being anti-fragile and resiliency and continuity, it's a very important aspect to what we do when we apply our day-to-day lives, but also in what we do. And business continuity today is the purpose behind it is to help give you insight and ultimately some paths to follow, some thinking to ignite that light bulb that says, this is what I can do this to apply in what I do every day. So the goal of improving organizations and the ability to respond to disruptions or disasters or ultimately just inconveniences, it is strengthening its long-term resilience. It's the first step basically to becoming anti-fragile. In anti-fragility, the definition, I'm going to read it because I don't want to mess it up, but I'm going to give you the standard definition, and I'm going to kind of talk about it, kind of give you my view on it and how we can incorporate it in what we do. So anti-fragility is the property of systems in which they increase in capability to thrive as a result of stressors, shocks, volatility, noise, mistakes, faults, attacks, or failure. The concept was developed by Nassim Nicholas Taleb, and he has a book on being anti-fragile, which is called Becoming Anti-Fragile, and I will refer to that at the end of the show. But one of the best ways I can ultimately get the point across on what it means to become anti-fragile and the point of resiliency and continuity. And I like to refer to the movie Rocky. Who doesn't like the movie Rocky? Everybody has seen the movie Rocky. Even the younger generation has seen the movie Rocky, or the associations of the movie Rocky. So Rocky in the movie, and I'm going to refer to Rocky 3. Now in Rocky 3, he is a champion, and he is fighting all these fights, and he is winning easily. And he comes across a challenger who beats him badly, beats him extremely, just destroys him. Well, Rocky is then forced with, do I quit or do I come back and fight him again, but be better than I was? Now, being anti-fragile is not just being able to come back. Think about Rocky 1. That is resilient. That is being able to just keep coming. Every time he got knocked down, he got back up. Anti-fragile means when you come back stronger. You take the steps needed to, when if something bad happens, when it hits the fan, you can come back stronger than you were before. Now, Rocky, if you think about it, in Rocky 3, he's forced to do things differently. He's forced to think about things differently. He's forced to train differently. He's forced to learn new skills as well. He doesn't lose the old skills that he had. He still has those, but when he trains to reshape his thinking, to change his behavior when it comes to how he approaches fighting in boxing. So he doesn't just change his thinking. He goes to a new trainer and he trains how to do things differently in a whole new way. He has to train. He has to forget how to fight southpaw with his left hand, and he has to learn how to switch with his right hand. He has to learn how to dance. He has to learn how to move quicker. He has to get leaner. He has to get faster. And he does this by training outside of what his norm was. and in his ability to come back stronger and destroy his opponent in the end. Now, ultimate anti-fragility, and this is a concept that I really want to get across, is the ability to come back stronger than you were. There's a difference in continuity, and continuity means you can continue on if something were to happen. Continuity is great. Continuity allows you to continue business as is, allows you to continue serving who you're supposed to serve. But to become anti-fragile means you come back. When you come back, you're stronger than you were. So if faced with that again, it won't affect you in the same way. And you continue to do that as things and obstacles are put in your way, and difficulties and disasters and challenges, so that you can change the way you do things. You can have the continuity in place so that you can continue on in the face of this adversity. And then you turn around and come back stronger than you were by doing everything you need to do to change your thinking, to change your approach, and ultimately implement an anti-fragile mindset. Now, in his book, Anti-Fragility, Nassim Nicholas Taleb, which I want to point that out real quick. If you don't have this on your book, as a leader or as an emergency preparedness individual or emergency management individual, you really need to read it. It does change the concept on the way we look at risk and hazards, but it also changes our mindset on the way that we're going to apply how we implement the training, the thinking, and the things that the concepts we need to put in place to allow us to ultimately come back stronger. Now, continuity, resilience are huge in everything that we do every day, because if something were to interfere with us, are we just going to stop and give up and quit? Or are we going to continue on with the continuity that drives us and then ultimately be resilient enough to come back stronger and be anti-fragile? In his book, Anti-Fragile, you can get that on Amazon. And here's multiple copies. You can get the audio copy, you can get the physical copy. He talks about the approaches, and he talks about different scenarios, and he talks about different concepts in the way that we apply it. So I just really want to get that across to, if you're listening, to go buy the book, or at least look it up. There's actually some great videos on YouTube on anti-fragility. In general, we all have to become anti-fragile to continue on in what we do, to be continuity strong, and to ultimately be able to serve whoever we're serving in the capacity that we're serving in a continuous manner, but ultimately to get stronger as not only individuals, but as an organization in which we serve, so that when we're faced with obstacles or those things that we butt up against in the future, we're able to overcome them. And each time it becomes easier and we become stronger. And in doing so, we apply that on a daily basis. So that's kind of my hit on anti-fragility and the importance of it. Todd, he's actually done multiple talks on anti-fragility. This is one of his most favorite subjects. I would really love for actually to get together with him and actually do a presentation that we could post for you guys. But ultimately, to come back full circle to say that organizations are looking to build on enduring, and they want to grow, and they don't want to die. Organizations don't want to cease existing. And in order to do that, we have to leverage the business continuity aspects of what we do every day, and in the resilience principles that we apply, and becoming stronger than we were when faced with the adversity that we hit against. Now, if you would go, I'm going to go back to that description. Listen to how many different words it puts in there to describe what it overcomes: stressors, shocks, volatility, noise, mistakes, faults, attacks, failures. Look how many different obstacles that can put in your way that you can overcome by changing your thinking and becoming anti-fragile, becoming stronger than you were, and implementing continuity practices and learning how to be more resilient. One of the things I see constantly, and it's a growing phase, and I myself am looking into more how to apply it. There was a research project done out of North Dakota State University research team, Dr. Jessica Jensen and Dr. Kirkpatrick. They did a study, a large-scale, full-scale research study, and the findings were ultimately was resilience officers. That's the How do we implement them? Do you have them? If you have them, are they still there? When they were there, what did they do? And the idea of a resiliency officer came because it is an emergency management leadership principle on becoming and staying resilient in the face of disaster. So in this study, it finds that resiliency officers at every level, even higher executive level, are becoming more relevant. But the work that was done based on funding that was given several years ago to establish that position had tremendous results in the organizations in which established that position of a resiliency officer. It's such an important aspect of what we do every day to become resilient in what we plan for, because when bad things happen, we have to be able to come back from them. We have to be able to be strong in the midst of them. But after it's all said and done, coming back stronger is making you anti-fragile. So that's all I have for you today. I am Dan Scott. I'm not Todd DeVoe. Todd DeVoe is out sick, so I know your prayers and thoughts are with him. So please send him a message of caring, and I'm sure he'll appreciate that very much. This is Business Continuity Today, so please follow Business Continuity Today on your whatever social media platform you either watch or listen to this. Follow them on Facebook, on LinkedIn. Look for them in their website. Look for stitchradio.com where you can find the show as well. Todd hopefully will be back next week as he continues on. He needs to heal. So I am Dan Scott. Thank you for listening to me today. I hope you got something out of becoming anti-fragile.